Hey everybody, we got three racks to talk about here. This one will start out with the lovely Katie racking, and playing some late night pool here at 3:30 in the morning. And got one ball down on the break. And you look at this one here. There's two potential problems. Just getting on the 3 ball and then getting on the 6 ball. But, it's not that big of a deal though, because you could play the 6-7 combination if you want, but I try to avoid playing combos if possible. So here we'll just be rolling this with some high English and just roll the 1 ball in. And came down a little bit further than I meant to. I meant to be kind of even with the 9 ball. So I got to just roll this to the bottom rail and back out to the 4 ball. And on this shot here, I actually got down intending to actually play the 5 down, or kind of where I'm standing at. But then when I looked at the angle I had, it was not real easy to do. So I decided just to swing 2 rails and over for the play the 5 in the side pocket. And got a nice angle on that. And here you just want to go between the 6 and the 9, or just run right into the 9 ball on accident. But got lucky and got a shot. So here on the 6 ball, I'm just looking to see if the 8 ball goes in this pocket or not. And it turns out it does easily. So just gonna be rolling this in with some right spin just to get a little bit of an angle on the 7 ball, so I can come down table. And here I'm just going to be drawing this, just bottom rail, side rail, and I'd like to be somewhere here ideally. But I decided just to stroke the shit out of it for some reason and go way down table. But came out okay. I have an angle on it, which is what you want. And just got to make sure you hit this good. I got to hit it with bottom, so I slide over this way. And you really got to put a good stroke on this, because I don't want to go up and end up in the drink, or below the 9 and have a tough shot on the 9 ball. So put a low and just put a good stroke on it, come out to the rail, and just about straight in on the 9 ball, which is not bad on that. And fast forward an hour and a half, or hour and 15 minutes the same night. And on this here first shot, we got I guess 1 ball down on the break, and then a straight in bank on the 1, and some high English to come across the table to get shape on the 2 ball. And hit that nicely. Just don't really have much of an angle though, because if I did have an angle, I'd come just slide over here. But since I don't, I'm gonna just draw it all the way out, some bottom right, and just draw it clear of everything to make sure I can see the 3 ball. And on this 3 ball, what I wanted to do was actually just shoot a stop shot, so I'm just also can shoot the 4 and just drag the cue ball down here to shoot the 5. But what I did is I'm queuing this up with some bottom insides. I have a little bit of an angle, but I need to also hit the 3 on all the way on the right side and cut it so the cue ball actually stops, and I didn't. The cue ball hit the 3 in the wrong spot, so it slid over and bumped the 5, and I got fairly fortunate to even be able to see this 4 ball, but I don't have a way to shoot it on the right side to drag it down to the 5 ball. I can't see this half of the ball to come over here with it. So now what I've got to do is put a real good draw stroke on this and draw back to where I'm standing to basically play on the pro side and shoot the 5 in the other side. So I hit that just about as well as you probably can. And back in line now, so just be playing this with some high outside and try to come 2 rails. And I didn't really hit that ball real good, but I didn't have much of an angle. But anyway, on the 3 ball, on the 6 ball, so just draw it to the 8 ball. And here, just going to drop back just a hair for the rail to shoot the 9 ball. and a couple mistakes in that rack, but you know, good enough shot maker to overcome it on that one anyway. Now this rack here, first problem you see is the cutting the 1 ball, and the key ball is kind of running. So and then the other problem is the 4 and the 6 ball. So I'm playing this with some bit of inside spin top to go between the 2 and the 9, and I overhit that again. I got, you know, lucky the table rolls pretty straight and not get hooked. And now I need to get over here to shoot this 4 ball. So playing that with some soft spin, try to kill it into the rail. And this is where the wheels come off of this one. Yeah, I should have moved the magic rack and didn't, but I'm cutting the 4, running dead into the 6, some top English. And should have moved the rack so I don't have to shoot off it, and I should have hit that harder so the cue ball is where the 9 ball is. So now I don't have an angle. I'm kind of real flat on it, so you know, ideally would want to be here so I'd be able to play it, you know, into the rail and out, or even further down, and be able to further up here and be able to just do, you know, into the rail and back over here. Where I'm at, I'm just about straight in, and I was concerned drawing this back that I was going to hit the 9 ball and push it in the way of the 6 ball, or end up here where I don't really have a shot at it because it's almost frozen on the rail. It's barely off the rail and be not the easiest bank shot to shoot. So just kind of grip it and rip it here, and it slides on the rack because you're trying to put a lot of English on the ball off the rack, which is just stupid. You should definitely move it. And now this shot, you got a couple ways you can play this. Pretty much no angle on it. So you could just shoot a stop shot, take the long cut. You can draw back a little bit to be closer and have a more severe cut, or you could play it rail first with some inside English and try to spin, you know, over here and out and shoot it. Or you can just get pissed off at yourself, and you can put a lot of bottom left on it, and you know, draw it all the way to the bottom rail and back over here. And I'm sure there are some players in the world like Jason Shaw or Shane Van Boening that have the stroke to do that, but probably wouldn't. Now that's the road I went to take, except of course I'm not Shane Van Boening or Jason Shaw, and I wind up with a bank shot. So to just go ahead and bank this ball in, some spin over to the 8 ball, and hit that ball real well. And now just be playing this with some just top spin and drive it to the short rail and back down to the 9 ball. And that right there is probably the best shot I hit of the whole rack. Perfect. And also finally moved the rack about 4 shots later than I should have. But, you know, to deposit the 9 ball, and that will do it for this video, and we will talk to everybody later.